me try a different one. What is that thumbnail? Oh, that's interesting. I'm just giving it a minute to see who'll show up. Of course, this is with no prior announcement, so I'm not expecting much. Or, I mean, who knows if anyone. But starting small. That's what matters. Yeah, I'd say I can switch over now. Oh, welcome to the stream of whoever's here, or the VOD. Any all VOD watchers. Oh. Okay, I just hit my hand on my desk by accident. Checking this. Shaking out the stream to see how things are looking. Shaking out the stream to see how things are looking. Oh. Oh. Okay, I do seem kind of quiet. Hold on, let me turn that up. It's like one of those things that no one ever really tells you that that's a problem with the stream. Because then they'll be like, oh, the problem here, I'll just leave. Like, I guess it can be rude, like, just bring it up out of nowhere. I can totally understand that. But yeah, so today I am working on a new project. One that I have not really uploaded about. I've actually streamed 2 times already on Twitch, but yeah, I'm deciding today to try out YouTube. To see, how that goes. So this is... Yeah, here, actually, I can just play the shot real quick. So I don't have the rest of that animated yet, but... So far, ain't looking too shabby. Let me put this over there. Okay, there we go. Now I can see that. What do you mean sign into chat? Can every foreign site stream its desktop internet chat video open the chat in web browser? What? Okay, well I'm not dealing with that right now. So this is Jamwood. It's a cartoon about Adeline and AJ, with Adeline is a grape and AJ is an orange, which is not... Yeah, they're not in this shot, but they're in another one after. Is this music too loud? It's hard to really tell. I just turned down my volume there. I think this works. It is also noon on a Thursday, so I'm trying whatever here. Let's see. The main part here that I want to figure out is how do I go about showing the recipe here. Maybe I'll just like doodle it in black. That can work. Oh, nope. There we go, okay. Yeah, I'll just paint it. But yeah, as I said, 0 prior announcement. You know what? Oh, I forgot I have the community tab. I'll try that next time. Turn the mic a little bit over. So the reason why Tuber's looking way over is because it's on my other monitor where I can actually use my tablet. Here are the tool properties. Turn this way up. Like 15. Yeah, that works. So let's see, it will be this. I want it to be clearly a drawing that Adeline drew. I don't know how much of an artist they are, because maybe it might be really funny if they aren't. And like AJ is more so the artist. Or maybe Adeline's more of an artist in a different sort of way. Like an artist with potion making or just brewing. They're an artist behind the cauldron, and not the pen. So maybe that would be funnier actually. I want to throw in like other random ingredients. Let's see, like it's like a star looking thing. It has a bunch of sides on it. Ooh, wait. Give it wings. Yeah, there it is. It's I don't know what. I don't know what it is. I'll cow tools it. I'll figure out something for that later if I want to. Like, it's really, maybe it's something that's like really annoying to catch. Of it like flutters about just everywhere and like it avoids grabbing it. But it's not necessarily like alive like a bug. I think more like it reacts to the air. So maybe then like if you try swiping at it, that just sort of tosses it and it brings a gust of air that it'll float around. Yeah, okay, yeah. So that like they hop at it. Okay, that could be a bit. Let's see then. Pedalias, that's what this whole short is about. It's about these. Let's see, pedalias. I'll put a plus here. There we go. Yeah, what would their ship name be? Just thinking of in the Owl House. The Owl House in the first episode. There's a character that gets locked up because they love writing fan fictions about shipping foods together. Romantic fan fictions about foods. It's a similar case here. What would their story be? The Pedalia and the... I gotta figure a name. Flutter... Flutter... Not bee, I don't want it to be like a bug. Which, spoiler, there is a bug. But there's one bug in this show. I want there to only be one. And I already made the design for them, and I am a huge fan of it. I absolutely love it. I have to check if the music is too loud. Oh wait, I can check out like my phone. Hold on. Give it 1 second. Maybe it's not loud enough. Okay, hold on. Am I not loud enough? I gotta turn off the gain, maybe? Let's do that. Properties... Wrong thing. Filters. There we go, edit filters. Limiter, noise gate, compression, gain. Alright. Turn that up a little bit. Oh. If I just turn the gain off. It like turns it down almost. Okay. Let's see. How do I sound now? Alright, I'm liking that better. That sounds better. If any of y'all have any like qualms or something about how I sound, quality wise, if something's too loud or not, please tell me. I would love to know. Because it's not exactly easy to tell on my end. And it's more of a thing that I might like find out afterwards. But yeah. I still haven't figured out a name for this thing. Like... Flutter wad. No, that sounds insulting. Flutter puff. Ooh. I like that. I like that one. A flutter puff. Yes. Toss that one in there. Flutter puff. Yes. Toss that one in there. Okay, yeah. I don't know. Yeah, today I'm trying out YouTube just to see, just to know how well that works. I don't actually have any idea if it will or not. I tried out Twitch, but yeah. I mean, I have much more of a following on here than on Twitch, but it's also a following for like YouTube Shorts instead of something full length, let alone a live stream. So I don't know how big of a crossover there is, if at all. It's the crossover is people that use the app. Let's see. No, if I drag the tuber over to my other monitor, it kind of bugs out with the resize. So let's see, flutter puff. I just want to write that down actually. Flutter, and you get to see my handwriting. Wow. Not really the cleanest. Flutter puff. Pedalia. Let's see, okay, times 2. That's 4. Yeah, there were like 4 flutter puffs. 2 pedalias. How could I forget the big mixing stick? Oh my goodness. That's not even in the shot. It's behind the cauldron. I don't feel like going back and editing the background. I'll bring it up later. And no, Adeline would not use a broom for that, since that'd be very impractical. Then you gotta like clean it off, and if you're sitting on that, then you still got like the goop and stuff. And that's a pain with wood. That soaks in. Ooh, what about instead of a cauldron? If it's something, or because like I don't think Adeline would draw a cauldron over and over on every page if it's like a recipe book. It would be more like almost like an icon kind of thing, of just like a rough circle here and then a swirly. Maybe it depends, like if it's got like bubbles or something. They'd at least have like a system. I feel like that they would have a system for this. So maybe like this means that it's visibly bubbly when it's made. That can work. Yeah. So like some bubbles there, and then the color would be determined by like, let's see, the color should be that it's pink, because pink is awesome, but not the same pink as Adeline, because that would get too confusing, especially in a later shot of the video. So let's do more of a maybe it should just be purple. Wait, right, it can be literally any color. That wasn't even defined in the... It just has to be not green. Maybe this purple. I just like this purple. If it becomes a problem, I could re-render it anyways, since a thing with harmony is when you set a color like this over here, you can change it, and that will change every instance that it's used. So if you have a whole animation using this color, all you got to do is change it here, and that would change the entire animation everywhere that this color is used at, because it's a vector program. If it's bitmap, I don't know what you're doing. Then it's... I'm sorry. I gotta apologize. I'm sorry if you're using bitmap. It's all raster vector. Wait, or is raster bitmap? No, I think, yeah, raster is bitmap, and then vector is vector. Like the guy from Despicable Me. Yeah, that guy. He rubs his butt on this keyboard. Let's do like... It's gotta be like this, so it's clearly drawn. There we go. As you can see, also very clearly vector program. Okay, that seems a little bit hard to see. Oh, I know why. Because I need to do it all over again. That's animation. Okay. Alt B. Just throw on a second one. And back once more. And then back again. Yes. That should work wonderfully. Let's paste. There we go, that's way more visible. Okay. Pedalia. All. Oh nuts, wait a minute. Pedalias are kind of similar in color, I think. I forgot what pedalias look like. You know what? They don't need to match anyways, because you never have a marker that's the exact color of what you're looking for. So I will just do this. Okay, Bedelia, Flutterpuff. The Flutterpuff, I'm kind of imagining it just being green. So that's a bit bright of a green for the all this. Okay. Let me actually make a new color. That would just be darker. I don't know, I'm just messing with it. It's kind of hard to tell that. I think that's fine. No, that's too bright. There we go, that's easier on the eyes. And it would be cool to reuse some colors here. There we go. Okay, Pedalia's Flutterpuff, and then you can tell that the Flutterpuffs are what gave the mixture its color. I think I'm avoiding trying to spoil it, even though I'm probably gonna stream like making the whole thing. I want to throw in another ingredient, but what? Oh, hey, welcome to the stream. Right now I'm trying to figure out what other ingredient to throw into this. I'm just making up like random things. Like this Flutterpuff here, I just made up that within the past 10 minutes. Of that, it's like some kind of puffball thing that floats away from wherever you're trying to like grab it. It's more of a thing that kind of relies on the air currents to get around. So it would just be really annoying to catch, and I want to do a bit with that now. But yeah, this is how animation is looking. This is a new cartoon that I am working on called Jamwood, which here, where is the? There it is. But yeah, I still haven't animated this bit of it. Right now I'm trying to just color this in, I don't know about color, but like draw the designs that are on this. Like, oh, that's what color was I using for this? Is this just pure black? Let's check this. This is vector white nuts. I want it to be the same color as the black on Adeline. Oh, thank you. I'm glad you like them. Which this is kind of showcasing my process for doing them. If you have any questions about them, I would absolutely love to answer them. Like how they're made, you know, how you can do it also. All about rigging. Or really, I guess any part of it. I figured out some more recent things actually recently about doing background coloring, which has helped a ton. Okay, there we go. It's a slightly different black. It's just kind of purple, but it looks a little bit better. So let me switch that. There we go. Yeah, it's a little bit more flush. What is it about? This is a cartoon about a grape and an orange that are working together to run a magic shop. Which this is actually the first ever cartoon that I thought of, like back in high school, but I just didn't have the skills or know-how, really much of any means to make it then. And then now I'm like, wait a minute, I can do that now. So yeah, they're running a magic shop, and it's just goofy hijinks about it. I can actually showcase the boards if you would like to see that. Hold up, where is... Let me just pause the music for a second. My non-copyrighted lo-fi playlist. Where is the video? I just gotta find it real quick. That was page YouTuber. There you are. Storyboards. Okay. Set this over to stream and monitor. Yep. So yeah, this is the storyboards for the whole short.
Hey, say! Fidelius! Fidelius!
Forgive me.
I only needed 2.
Phew. That's good. So what's it do?
This? It's just a smoothie. I don't make potions on weekends.
This short be a cutscene in Gun Mage, man. Get out of here. Yeah. No, Gun Mage out the window. That's a long gone thing. What the heck? I have not seen you in a long time. I have so many ideas for a story, but I don't know how to animate. I would like to, but I don't have the time. So I'm thinking just making it an animatic or webcomic. Completely understandable to do so. Whatever works the best for you, I'd say is the best way to go about it. Because it definitely, like, doing like a full animation like this takes a lot of time to it. And also, this is not a cheap program. So it can get see, yeah, it's just not a cheap program to use. It's a very technical one. If you're not doing rigs, then I would recommend literally any other program than Toon Boom Harmony. But I see so many ideas for story. Like, what kind of story are you planning to do? Oh, right, forgot to put on the music. I was wondering why there's so much silence. There we go. Yeah, like, you can just create in however way you want to, or, you know, feel you can. Yeah. I don't think, like, you know, should ever describe it as just doing this or, like, just doing it animatic. or just doing a webcomic. Like, it's still doing a webcomic, it's still doing an animatic. Either way, you're still doing it. It's not just that. I wouldn't say to ever try to put it any sort of method as lower than any other. Because, like, then, you know, I can also say this is just an animation or just a cartoon. Like, you can kind of label anything as that, but it doesn't feel right to, no matter what it is. Because yeah, it's still an animatic, it's still a webcomic. And all of those still take effort, and lots of it. So, like, yeah, what kind of ideas do you have for your story? So yeah, usually this me and YouTuber that I've set up is able to move around a lot more. It's just I'm looking at my other monitor to draw, so that's why it's really not moving all too much. But okay. Let's see, Pedalias, Water Puff, and I'm just gonna draw a random shape. You know what? Yeah, I'll draw a random shape. Might be too many lines. Oh, that actually helped. Wait a minute. It's like a rock. Yes. A rock with... maybe it's like a flowery kind of rock. Like it's... I'm just imagining it being kind of powdery. It's not just a boulder. It's a rock. Ooh, right. Since SpongeBob kind of cries on that rock, now I'm thinking like a teary rock. So it's like a rock that makes you cry when you touch it. Yes, genius. Also, wait, okay, what is with... no, y'all should be showing up as like little creatures on it. Oh, maybe it's only a Twitch thing. No, hold on, wait. Does streaming avatars work for YouTube? I was wondering, like, y'all should be little like Pokemon walking around on my screen. Avatars. YouTube, I'll Google that real quick. I'm not going by what the AI overview is telling me in Google, because that's just straight up lies. I guess it might be more of a Twitch thing. I feel like it'd be a thing that I'd be stuck on for like way too long, and I'd rather just like be a streamer for a bit. I can figure that out for next time. This is like my third time trying to stream. Did you ever read Amulet? I have, actually. More recently I've checked out Amulet, and I got into it, but then I kind of lost it in my tabs and forgot about it. It's definitely interesting. I heard that they are actually getting an animated adaptation, which I am interested in. I just have to actually read like all the books first before. I have also several other books that I got from the library, so it's kind of iffy. Live action? There is no way. No, they cannot be doing that. I had hope. I had hope. Hold on. Amulet book series movie. Let me see this. Feature film adaptation, graphic novel series, development at Netflix. No, hold on. You can't do this to me. Careful now with the Stonekeeper. 20. Wait, what? 2021 computer animated. Oh no, this is someone on fandom making up something. Okay. What's this one? This one's an actual article. Graphic novel series. Development. Follows a young one, discovers the magical amulet. Yep. 16-year journey as the original book published took a decade of current to get the rights. Produce the films if it's the same one that makes the live action movies. It doesn't say what medium it's in. But if they wrapped up making the It prequel, Kazu said that a movie's in the works. Okay, hold on. I thought it said that was going to be animated, but there's nothing. Like it disappeared. They faked me out. Oh, hey Sean, how are you? How you doing? What you been doing? I see that you've been streaming like a lot of Red Dead, so which I usually stick around for the art streams, so I hadn't actually joined in there. Alright, I was making a crying rock? I think is what this is. I'm not really sure. Crying sand. Maybe. Ooh, crying sand. I'm gonna try that. Let's do like... This does not look like sand. I don't know what I'm doing. There we go. Good, how are you? Good, how are you? I've been highly addicted to RP streams with a sprinkle of art streams when I'm feeling spicy. Yeah, I need to... I've also not really been on Twitch all too much lately. Or, I guess really at all. I don't really use Twitch. But, I'll definitely try to, like, check out when you do, some art streams. I guess I lost track of it since I did recently clear out a bunch of Discord servers. So, in a sort of like, yeah, I guess I didn't realize I left yours. But yeah. Oh, it's a no pressure king. Yeah. It's all fine. Originally going to make an animated movie on Amulet, but it was cancelled back in 2016, 2017. I am angry, furious, and or mad right now. That, like, I read a little bit of Amulet when I was younger in, like, high school, I think. It's like, this is such a... I don't know what this is that I'm drawing. Times... 1. Maybe times 1 plus... I don't know what this thing is. There's one of these in there. Yeah, I'm mad about that. That they hyped up one of those. I'll be working good and clean my house. Yeah, have fun, man. Go absolutely nuts cleaning that house, like cleaning simulator even reference, you know. Reference to something only I know. Which, if you know me on Discord at all, then you'll see that my profile picture is just a looping GIF I made of cleaning simulator, which might be the possibly direct inspiration for why these characters are just fruits like this. If you look up that, it's a Roblox game. If you look that up, you'll absolutely see the resemblance. But yeah, the animation is going well. I've not started yet on the next Rudic Acres short. Even though I have like the next 4 of them already voiced, since we got those down in one voice acting session. So those, like, I can just jump right into making them, but right now I'm trying out to see how well a long form content works. Like, yeah, something like long form. This is still just a 1-minute video. This is still basically a short, and I could upload it as a short. But I wanted to try something that was just in this aspect ratio, just to have it out there even, or really even like pitch the idea of, do y'all want to see more of this kind of content? Do you want to see more Jamwood? And that's why I started streaming, is to maybe also build up a bit of an audience beforehand, so that I can actually like maybe get like some actual reception and thoughts on things. Of course, I'm not expecting it to be anything major, size-wise, but just to get a little bit of a gauge of how it is. So I don't know. I feel bad of putting a face on anything that's like an ingredient. Or I think of Adventure Time, where there's like that one episode where BMO was making a sandwich out of purely living things. So like even the bread was alive. And just like I don't want to do that. That feels like too much. So like this is just more sad sand. I'm gonna just put that down. Sad sand. So, yeah, a bunch of water, 2 pedalias, 4 flutter puffs, and 1 sad sand. I don't know what sad sand is, but it's here. It's sad. It's sand. So if it's an ingredient, I'm not gonna say it's alive, because I just don't like the thought of putting something alive into food. I think one time I had a lobster, but I just felt terrible about like actually like seeing it alive beforehand. And then I just kind of like sat there staring at it, just like I had to eat it out of obligation. It just died for me. Like I just had to. Even if there's like roaches in my house, then I just still feel like I just can't really even kill them. Okay, how do I do all this? Let's actually do this and just put it here, and then that works fine. Like, yeah, I would just get a fly swatter and just toss it out the window. Okay, and so yeah, there we go. Times 1 sad sand. Actually, I'm gonna try like a more bluish, orange-ish. So how would I go about doing that? Let's see, that would be maybe on the greener side. Ooh, okay. I do really like turquoise. No, that's bright though. Let me turn that down. Yes, there it is. Those are nice colors. Which animated show or movie franchise needs to end? That's a good question. Well, if it ends, then that means the animators on it don't have a job. Or the people that are like working on it don't have a job. I'd rather something not really. I guess it also depends on what it. It's a back and forth deal of I'd rather they have a job, but also I'd rather they not be working on that. But let's see. I think Big Mouth is still being made, and just like. That'd be the one that like sticks out at me. It's just, nah. But I think, you know, animators should still have a job. It's just like, kind of sucks that it's that. Which I don't blame them for working on it. I guess it wholly like depends also, you know, about ifs and buts in there. I think a better question I'd rather like think of like which animated show or movie franchise needs to continue. Infinity Train, that one. Keep it going, please. Please keep that one going. I feel like the fan base for that is just going to end up like the Arkham Arkham Asylum subreddit that went deranged. They've lost their minds in there. Okay, I think this is enough for that. Yeah, we got Sad Sand. I can move this over to my main monitor finally, so now my PNG tuber can work. But yeah, I'd say like ones they need to continue. The Infinity Train. Dang, what was one that got cut off? Symbiotic Titan revival. Yeah, I actually have not seen the original, but like I've seen the first episode of it, and then I think the site I was watching it with kind of just stopped working. But it does seem good. I gotta try rewatching it, because I feel like I'd get really into it, and then I'd get really into that disappointment after when it stops working. It just runs out. And it burns the soul when you get really into a show. HBO Max should not do the Harry Potter reboot. They should make Learning with Pibby and Infinity Train. I'm a little bit unsure about Learning with Pibby. I mean, that one was never gonna really be made in the first place. They were going ham on an idea that never got greenlit. I don't know why. I don't know why Adult Swim did that. Because they kept making like what was it? Ads for it almost. They did a whole. I remember I watched it live. It was throughout several shows that were playing on Adult Swim. They had moments where like a character from Pibby would walk in, or like there would be just some glitching that would happen, and then it would cut into the rest of the episode. So like they put in effort into making bits for Learning with Pibby to like hype it up, even though the project was never greenlit in the first place. I don't know why they did that. That was so weird. Or maybe it was greenlit and maybe it got canned for tax reasons. Either way, that was a very that's what was it? I'm forgetting words right now. I only ate a banana for breakfast. I forget the word. Like when something has way more of a scope than it is. It's not prestigious. Ambitious, that's the word. Yes. Yeah, ambitious. Yeah, it was very ambitious of a project. That Troll Hunters, I have actually seen a good amount of Troll Hunters. I was definitely getting into it. I think then it was another case where I got distracted and started watching something else. But it definitely does seem pretty good. I gotta keep watching it. I'm not sure what to say in notes on it. The animation style is definitely interesting. I guess it's just like not exactly, personally, not exactly the biggest fan of it in a sort of way. I've watched like a good amount of, what was it called? It was Slugterra. I don't know if y'all any remembered Slugterra. But Slugterra is, I think it's pretty good. Also interesting how they wrote Tracy, which I thought that they were going to write Tracy in a really generic way of just like, oh, that's the girl one. Then they act like the girl and are scared from things or like has romance interest, and I'm glad that they did not do that at all, and that they wrote them like a person. So that's the props that I give to Slugterra. The thing with Slugterra is that they made like 1 million episodes that are basically filler, but they actually kind of do matter. It's more like it's a lot of episodes where a small thing happens, and then that small thing is important, but then the rest of the episode feels like filler. But it's like if you miss one of those, then you don't understand all that. It just goes on for so long. This is making Coco 2, Frozen 3, and 4, Toy Story. Frozen 3 and 4, Toy Story 5, Incredibles 3, Encanto 2, and more Cars movies. What? I thought the whole Cars thing ended. If they're doing it, it better be at least with another character. That Lightning McQueen is like all rusted up. He's just... They can't use Lightning McQueen again. Life is a highway. Yep, it sure is. They can't... I don't think they should really... No. I know that Toy Story 3, like people say that, oh, that was the perfect ending. Apparently by the writers, it wasn't really considered the ending, and that they knew they were going to be making more of it. So, like, you can't really get mad at them for that there. Because that was the intention, but I guess you can kind of get frustrated. Unpopular opinion, Boss Baby was peak. I don't think that's an unpopular opinion. I think that's my opinion too. Actually, I'd have to rewatch it. I don't want to start saying something like that without really like fully knowing it. I gotta refresh in my brain. I was gonna watch it recently, but then I forgot. What's an underrated movie that y'all say is like peak? Here. Okay. This is interesting. Oh, I can reuse this. Atlas in the Stars. Yes, I have actually. It does seem pretty good. I think, yeah, I'm behind, yeah, supporting that project. A Road to El Dorado. Road to El Dorado. Road to El Dorado. Let me look that one up. I think I've seen that one. If I am the Road to El Dorado. Oh, okay, yeah. I didn't know if that one just had a different name. The Road to El Dorado definitely seems pretty good. It's got crazy animation. Just one of the characters throws me off that I don't really support. How sexualized they were, and how like the studio, how they're even told, hey, you gotta tone that down. Okay, let's do like this. I just want to reset their arms. Oh, the Emoji Movie. Emoji Movie was definitely something. I've seen concept art for the Emoji Movie that is like it's crazy quality. It just feels weird of seeing something related to the Emoji Movie, but it's really good. It was certainly something right. Okay, now I'm remembering my major gripe with the Emoji Movie is Wild Style. No, was it Wild Style? No, that's the Lego Movie. The one that was what's that? Let's see. Emoji Movie Hacker. What's that? Jailbreak. Yes, Jailbreak. I didn't like how Jailbreak turned back to working on the phone instead of moving on to her own life, which was like the whole point of her character was to be free. It's like, why did she go back? It kind of undermines like everything that they did beforehand, or like the whole point of, you know, freedom, instead going back into the system that she hated and working for it. It's like, why did you do that, actually? Have I seen and watched Gravity Falls and Hilda? Yes, absolutely, I've seen those ones. Those are peak. Absolute peak. I don't like the creator of Hilda. That man sucks. But he didn't make the cartoon, really. He, like, sure, he was involved with writing on it, but the parts that I like the most about Hilda come from the artists on it that are not Luke Pearson. Okay, let's see. That seems fine here. What did the creator do? Cheated on his wife. What does Genndy Tartakovsky not know? Oh, why does Genndy Tartakovsky not know how to end a show? Right. Yeah. Oh my goodness. The ending to Samurai Jack. It was so rushed, but also, like, it. Even if it was rushed, the part that threw me off the most was that Jack gets nothing. Like, the girl at the end just disappears. Like, you couldn't give Jack a break. 50 years of suffering. And sure, I guess now he gets to relax and not have to deal with that coup. Like, that is a major part there. But, like, what the heck? All that build up, then they just get rid of her. Like, man. Yeah, no, that was painful. He doesn't get Jack? That joke sucks. You're now spiritually banned. Yeah, spiritually banned. 5 minutes. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna duplicate this. And you know what? So I don't gotta redraw it. What vertical? There we go. Reporting this abuse to Stars. Okay, so about the Stars project. You're gonna love this news. That's out the window. Since it was kind of, let's see, idolizing the idea of the police force, in which I kind of realized, ooh, hold on now. I'm not really supportive of that. So tossing that out, Stars is out. Instead, I kind of canned a lot of the ideas that I had before, like way out the window, but I got the cool, fun parts out of them, and I was like, wait, I can still kind of use these. And so now it's like it's its own other thing entirely. So like Volano is out. Any of y'all that were hoping for Volano, that is out, but that's more. If that project was a pile of band-aids on band-aids on band-aids, it was never really going to get much of anywhere, and it would have been such a slog to make. So for the sake of my mental health, and like, it just had to get it out of there. Like, rounded hair tufts. What was that related to? Rounded hair tufts. Yeah, I'm not really sure. Anyways, Nickelodeon made some good shows, but the creator sucks and he is a loser. They had no life. Which creator are you talking about? I don't really want to sit here like just ragging on about people negatively though. Like, I feel like I've had enough of the cynical nature for a while. Yeah, I don't really want to sit here talking bad about people. Even if they might be like, I mean, I kind of have in mind exactly what you might be talking about. Let's see, cow art style was not in vogue at that time with you, I recall, if not outright hated. I think I remember that, where it was like, no, it's not cow art, it's not cow. Even though like the whole idea of cow art style was talking about the Iron Giant originally, not about me talking about it, but the whole like term that was coined regarding to cow arts, was about John Kay talking about how he hated the Iron Giant. So it's both, it's, you know, John Kay and talking about the Iron Giant. People love the Iron Giant. So the whole like deal that started with it, the cow arts isn't the right term for it. Bean mouth, I guess, actually does have a more closer like relation to it, but still, even then, it's like I'm not really I guess a style or nothing. Where's the missile, man? Sleep. Did you ever watch Futuristic Chub? Or is it Futuristic? I feel like I've seen Futuristic Chub. Is that really what it's called? Or is it Futuristic Club? No, the H and the L are kind of far away on the keyboard. I don't think I have. I feel like I've heard of that before. Oh, Futuristic Hub. Oh, wow! Please put a space there next time. Futuristic Hub. No, I feel like I've seen that name before. I don't really know it though. Let's see. It actually also particularly doesn't matter how this looks here. Not too much since it's going from like one angle to another. That does? Really? Is it "chub" means shut up in Arabic? I did not know that. I just thought it was someone that was just calling themselves a chub. I was like thinking of like a worm. Okay, that's interesting. I'll be sure not to say that to someone who speaks Arabic. Or I guess really in total, that's not really a word I ever say, even in English. Futuristic Hub. I feel like I've seen that name before. I don't know who though. Is it some YouTuber? Because then I don't believe I recognize that. Makes Minecraft. Oh, Futuristic Hub. Now I know. I thought they were like some No, okay, I remember now. I was thinking of like, was it some cartoon interviewer YouTuber? No, I know Futuristic Hub. I remember now. I wish I didn't. Those animations scare me. Oh my goodness. That's a flash in my brain. That's yeah, I respect the art of animation, but wow, those are some animations. He's back. I'm not gonna watch those videos. I'm not trying to like go about the internet watching weird stuff. Yeah, no. My D&D players made a potion of grub speech during last night's session. Now that sounds fun. Like grub? You can speak to grubs? I wonder what they would say. Oh, nuts. Wait a minute. I forgot I was gonna write some idea down that I made up during the stream. What? Don't remember what it was though, but it was something. It was about the sad sand. Maybe about the sad sand. I don't know. Also, wait a minute. What is this? Okay, that's black purple. That's fine. Okay, now for animating the bubbling here, that's kind of... He's at court since his partner stole money from him and taken thousands of dollars? What? I didn't think there'd be like actual like real life drama there. I just know they made like weird animations, but... Oh my goodness. That sounds like a whole situation. I'm not really gonna like... Dang. Yeah. I'm not really gonna try to make any sort of statement or opinion there since I don't know what happened. Or like, in what means any of that kind of went about. That is crazy. Let's actually... I want to rotate this a little bit. Was that a good idea? Maybe. Maybe. Yeah, I think it looks fine. Oh, what's going on here? That's what's going on here. Should there be a note on the sheet that says mix should be purple or something? I wanted to like make it so that the viewer doesn't really have to read, since doing that can be distracting. Like having words on screen can be distracting, and that also determines a certain amount of time that you need to actually process what's on screen and like actually read it. So instead of having to give the viewer time to sit there giving the viewer time to read it, it should simply be that this kind of looks like the top of the cauldron, and that this should be purple and that isn't purple. And that's what I want to like clearly show, that this is the ingredient. Oh, actually, let me do this just so they get it immediately. Nuts. That is the wrong wire. Okay. Let's do... How about like that? There you go. That should quickly sell the idea that... Oops. Okay, just want to be sure. There we go. I think this should quickly sell the idea. Hold on, I can't really see chat at the moment because this is in front of my Streamlabs. Okay, there we go. Now, that should be easier to tell that it's that. Put a large red circle overlay the arrows that says not purple. What if I just make the most obnoxious overlay? Yeah, no. I think that's so good. The curve, like, that this should be purple. And either way, it's on the side of the screen. So you can still tell this is not that. It still gives the audience a little bit of time to actually like pace it. But yeah, it should be something that like you should be able to process at a glance. That. Oh. Let's see. Did you ever watch Miraculous? No, I have not seen that. I've been recommended to not watch it by various people that have watched it, and that it's not worth it. So I think I'll stay away from it. I don't think I want to see it. Let me eat this food. Yes, and do not watch it. Yeah, I won't. I don't plan to. Everyone who has seen it has told me it's not worth it. Actually, how does this thumb look? It just kind of goes up. I'm gonna just do the same thing over here. So I'm gonna redraw this. Let's make this a little bit wider looking. Kind of funny looking thumb, but yeah, I think that sells it. Wasted 8 years of my life watching that. Oh man. Oh, I mean, you did like sit and watch the whole thing. You couldn't have like hated it. Otherwise, you maybe would have stopped watching it. Apparently, what I've heard though is that, right? Okay, so they didn't actually lose all the assets. That's why they did like the remake. They just wanted to switch to Unreal Engine 5. Which is what they make the whole show is. Okay, you hate watch the show. Well, then you're not wasting your time because you want to do that. You spent your time doing that. That's a transaction you made. Yeah. The new animation is better. I've seen the difference in art style. And it is definitely I'm not sure how to describe it. I guess I'm not really like a fan of Miraculous. I stated that I did not watch it, but I don't know. But the new season actually really. How are your studio trigger in between frames holding up? What? Oh, right. Yeah, I forgot that. Yeah, I've purchased the. I have some frames from Little Witch Academia. Yeah, I have some frames from Little Witch Academia that I bought. One of them is still hanging on my wall. The other two are kind of also hanging on my wall, but they're in the folder. Yeah, I feel like my views of Studio Trigger definitely have changed over time. They were. Okay, that's interesting. Why is it doing that? That's why. Underlay. Oh, okay. Well, yeah, no, I'll just do this. Excuse me. Don't watch the show for only Don't watch the show. The only 2 seasons are good, the rest are bad, but season 6 is good. I'm just not sure if I really am interested in seeing it in total. But yeah, personally, I think I'll be fine just not seeing it at all. Because I feel like if I'm having to like prance around trying to enjoy something, it's like you gotta do research in order to enjoy it, then I don't know then about sticking to it. Gotta research what's the optimal way to view this IP without going insane. It's like, I'd rather not be around the IP that makes me insane. Alright, this kind of works. Kind of not, kind of does, kind of maybe, kind of. Let's go to overlay here. Ooh. How did I do it with the other hand? Oh, I just didn't. Oh, I see. Okay, so then that requires cutting that. This, that, and going into art here. And then how I do the line art here is I would actually drag this out. 9, 10, 11, 12. Try to get it to 14 instead of just moving up the number, because what that does, if I do that, it will like mess with this line over here, which I don't want to touch in that. 9, 7, 13.9. Yep, that's good. And then I'll just do like this. I know how like counterintuitive that kind of seems to do, but there we go. Now that looks kind of wonky still. Huh, nuts. The Oscars needs to respect animation, right? See, Klaus was really close to winning one. God School and Monkey Wrench are underrated indie shows. I think I've seen God School, I've seen it, but not actually watched it. I think I'd have to check that one out. I've seen a bit of Monkey Wrench. I'm not all too entirely keen there. I don't think it really caught my interest all too well. I think it's definitely well animated, very well animated. Zero is a very good animator, but yeah, I don't know how big of a fan I am just on it personally, just personal taste. I have nothing against them. Okay, that seems like a nice hand. Should I still have the rings on this? I can add those. Certainly. They'd be a huge pain. Do you draw any inspiration from tabletop RPGs, or do you not really interact with them at all? I used to. But then I guess drifted away from them. It was just someone I knew that, yeah, wasn't exactly the best introduction to tabletops. I feel like I definitely want to try it with some friends. But yeah. I'm gonna just get this hand here. That one different? Oh, what? Okay. Crazy how it cost 60k, but it only made around 1 to 2k. Wait, who did? Is that about Zero? Because that's about what happens with animation. Animation is not profitable. If you're looking for money, you do not do animation. Yeah. Oh, okay, yeah. So then yeah, Zero. If you're looking for money, you do not do animation. You do like literally anything else. It's just animation is not profitable. Anyone that tries to like do profit off of animation they ain't doing it right. I mean, I technically kind of, let's say I'm trying to do set up like a business with merchandising and stuff, but I also want the merch to be its own kind of thing over there. I don't want it to like depend on the shows. Sure, the merch I have right now is for Runic Acres, which, yeah, then I think like at that point you got to get the project going in order to sell much of anything. Right now, I'm just trying to build up the audience first, to then try to like market to. Let's see, this one's a little bit wonky. Yeah, that's why. What are new passionate and art ideas coming out of the old school Renaissance movement? Check out the Merry Mushman if you want to see what I mean. Yeah, I guess I'll check that out. Let's see. Yeah. move their face a little bit lower. Oh right, I deal with rigs here that I don't think anyone knows about. Well, anyone that doesn't know about rigs already. So, that's the thing, I haven't even rambled about these things. This is what a rig looks like. And this is the node view for Adeline here. So like just this little creature, grape. This is what Adeline is in a more like sort of technical view. So right here, this is the head. This is the hat. And these are a really cool thing. These are the master controllers. So with this, I can do this. Which the face looks kind of wonky here because it's already like edited. But we go to like the default view. So yeah, here's the front view battle line. I would fund your projects to other indie shows. Thank you. I feel very honored. Oh, yeah. Wait, this is something that Race can do. Now for why the hat isn't following that is because that's a massive pain to do. That's that I was kind of stuck figuring out how this will work at different angles. Once the rigs are made, they're pretty much good to go, right? Yes. For the most part, yeah, you still have to do stuff like drawing hands, but drawing the hands, drawing the mouths. The mouths are made of separate parts, but like this part of the mouth, yeah. And the eyes, those are also drawing layers. Creators of Miraculous are greedy. I don't really know anything about the creators of Miraculous. All too well. Wait, oh yeah, here's how the hat can work. It can rotate. Yeah, for the most part, they are pretty much good to go. Like, all the other videos that I made so far are done with rigged animation. Besides the one about... what was it? The cat dragons. Wait, is that one still public? Or did I private that one? The cat dragon's also a project that is canned due to more like personal, interpersonal stuff that just happened that required. I'd rather just get rid of it. I'm not gonna like sit here talking bad about anyone, but yeah. Wait, is the music too loud? I don't know like how my audio sounds feel. Which I tried testing and all that, but it's not very easy to tell until like after the stream when I can look back. Okay, I already have this, I think. Oh yeah, like the PNG tuber that I made is not made in Harmony. It was kind of made in Harmony. That I made the separate parts in Harmony, but then I had to put it together in another program called PNG2 Remix. They renewed the show for 10 seasons, possibly 14, and they canceled their other shows that left off on a cliffhanger, and the Miraculous fandom is toxic to other shows' fandoms. Man. I mean, renew the show for 10 seasons. That's not up to the creators of the show. Creators of cartoons have nothing. They have basically no rights in the whole chain of command when it comes to that. So that 10 season renewal is not up to the creators. Even like Butch Hartman, he hated Fairly Odd Parents, but yeah, he hated Fairly Odd Parents, but they still kept making it. Not because like he wanted to make Danny Phantom, but they basically told him that we're going to cancel Danny Phantom. But then he like said he'll leave if they cancel Danny Phantom and will not keep working on Fairly Odd Parents. The producers, yeah. I like executives, people that's holding the money for them. But yeah, like the only reason that Danny Phantom got an ending, even if it was rushed and everything, was because Butch Hartman told them that he would walk out if they didn't let him do that. So like that's the one case where they can really, that's like one of few cases where they can really have where show creator can actually have control over if their show gets made, because they had leverage. But in most cases they do not. Like Creators of Miraculous, that being renewed for 10 seasons is not up to the creators whatsoever. Creators of cartoons kind of just have as much rights as much role or really as anyone else that is involved on making it. So like you can be the creator of it, but you're just probably either going to be listed or paid as much as any other writer or animator, anyone. Actually, I don't even think that they would work on the animation. Usually the creators would just be like the writers or board artists like Rebecca Sugar. Let's see, for Gravity Falls, for Gravity Falls, I think. No, I forgot his name. Dang it. It was Alex Hirsch. He did, for the most part, pretty much just writing, and I think some boarding. The animation was off to another company in Korea, because they would outsource that, except for a few instances like in the intro where they would bring in some guest animators like James Baxter, or in the episode that was about Fight Fighters, that was another guest animator that did like the pixel stuff. Let's see, glitch text, like, you know how that one got cut off on a cliffhanger. Let's see, I hate Murder Jones fans, but there's some fans that are asking for episode 5 in season 2 for Murder Jones and Gaslight District posts. That is kind of annoying to like go around and ask for that. It's like I've seen before with Rick and Morty fans, how any post, the second that a Rick and Morty season would end, they would flood social media, be like, when's the next one, when's the next one, when's the next one? Like, give it a minute. Go get your show when it's out. Like, I don't think everyone kind of realizes animation takes a lot of time. I mean, I've been sitting here just kind of rambling. I haven't actually been like working, dang it. Let's see, do that. But yeah, like this is one frame. I got one frame and details here within the an hour and a half. Okay, let me change this mouth from this like frog mouth. They do for let's see. What's the word? Oh, yeah, there's a fan Miraculous series. People are saying, why is it taking 10 months to make one episode? They say it's not that hard to do it. Man, what? Oh, that's painful. That's painful. Being told that, because like they're so used to the speed that episodes come out. When it's like an entire studio making it, like an entire studio of course highly experienced animators and a lot of money. That's, oh wow, that's something. Okay, the face didn't really get arranged that much, so I'm just move it up here. What is his mouth? I'm actually change this and make a new one. Where's the layer? There it is. And we're getting this done at breakneck speed. There is no way you're telling me that that does not have... Really? What the heck? Oh no! Wait. Underlay. No, overlay? This. That's... Oh wait, that's not visible. Oh, okay, never mind. I'm freaking myself out there. That just sounds painful to be told that. But wait, it's not that hard to just make more of it. Oh man. I feel like that would be like really demoralizing to be told. But like you can kind of understand why, because just they're so used to them being able to pump out those shows so fast. Okay, let's see. A thing that I can do here to make it a little bit more dynamic is move that side. No. Oh, this is wrong. Yep. Because symmetry doesn't really help it much. Oh, okay. Oh, what? What? Let me check this. No, this is about the same height. The creators in high school? I don't... Oh, okay. I thought you said like the creator of Miraculous was in high school. No, okay. The creator of the fan series. Yeah. Yeah, like they got a lot to deal with too. You can't sit around doing this like 24/7. No one can. Okay, let me actually move this a little bit more over. Yeah, okay, there we go. There we go. That's what I was trying to go for. But I'm gonna move the whole mouth over. And just scooch these eyes a little bit closed. No, they seem too round. I don't want to perfectly, yeah, I don't want to have eyes that are like perfectly round. It's just more dynamic when they aren't. Like one needs to be slightly more open than the other, because that just helps it. Bad at school, the best lesson I'm good at is art and English. I mean, completely understandable. English can throw you some haymakers. Okay. Since Adeline is just kind of standing here behind this cauldron, what I can do is I can kind of just fake things out a little bit. Since their legs are kind of just floating in the air here. I don't really actually have to define it in any of the shots. Their legs aren't visible the whole time. I just now realized. Okay, I've been yapping a whole lot there. I just kind of realized I've been talking a lot today. And that is making my throat sore. Okay, that's not good. Scooch that over. There we are. Let's see. That's one frame here. Is this based on... Okay, that's still the same angle. Okay, fine, we can do a new angle here. Let's see, there's nothing actually up here. There was planned for, like, that there would be maybe like shelves and stuff in here, but I think that would be like too much detail. It would start to it would just feel cluttered, which maybe I could toss something there. I wouldn't do it on stream, I think I'd do that later, but... Did you ever stylistically consider doing the static pattern textures either for time saving or most of your work just geometric blocks of color? Static pattern textures for time saving or is most of your work just geometric blocks of color? I definitely could. That would be very easy to do. Because it would just be like, put thing on there and then make an inverse cut by thing. Of like, I could toss that in to here very easily. It just also depends, like, would that be distracting versus other characters that don't have that? Okay, unmoving plat is what the trope is called. And I can absolutely do that. It does seem a little bit jarring to, like, if I tried doing that, it would seem kind of jarring. These characters are pretty much just blocks of color, because I just wanted to do a lineless art style for them, and try that out. In which, making rigs, like lineless rigs, are actually easier than doing, and actually, oops. Oh, and that's what I just do. I hit some keybind that was like crazy and it closed every single tab. How can we open this up? Alright, so that's something new. I didn't know I could do that. So Alt D apparently closes every, or no, it was Windows D that closed every single tab on my computer. Or not closed, but like, yeah. Minimized, that's the word. I'm gonna actually rotate this a little bit and move it up. Oh, wait, no. Right, there's technically there's nothing really up here. So they wouldn't look over there, they would look like over here. Possibly towards the curtain or something. Just kind of, they would look around. And then for the hat rotation, you just... Oh, okay. I need to actually flip the hat. Yeah, I think they move enough in this shot. That I can have a easy flip here that no one really questioned. Okay, that's an interesting detail. Why is it like that? Wait, what? Huh? Oh! Okay, that's something. I know how to deal with that. I know how to deal with that. So the point here is that I can flip the arms when they're like this. Is the software resource intensive? Harmony definitely is not a cheap software, both to use and just to own. It's about, like, for a premium version, which enables like the node view and all this, is about $157 a month. And it's definitely not easy on the computer though. It's not like super intensive though, as they have been working to like cut it down and stuff over time. It wholly depends what you're doing though. Because like, sure, this is a rig, but this is not a complicated rig whatsoever. This is a very simple rig. I have made, like, for one of the Runic Acres episodes, the one with the rabbit and Sue, when they're in the, it was like the storage area next to the windmill, there I added a lighting in there that was animated in the same way. That was animated in the same way of how Klaus was animated, how they do their lighting, because they use like a modified version of Harmony that used the animated matte generator. And so I used that. I realized it's horrendously tedious to do that. That was like absolutely crazy for the creators to want to like even try that method. But yeah, not only was it like that, it was also really intensive on the computer to, like, even in the OpenGL view, it lagged whenever I would scroll in and out of having that kind of lighting and stuff. So I'd say that, yeah, and my PC is like about average, I think. The average, it's got about, let's see, what are the specs? 32 gigs of RAM and 32 gigs of RAM and I'm trying to remember. Oh, is there an option for low res preview, or do you not want that so you can have frame perfect shot construction? This is the low res preview, actually. That's the, this is the OpenGL view. Which, when I go into render, this is how it actually looks. Which, of course, the shot looks way wonky right now, but... Nah, I don't like that pose. It feels way too stiff. Well, of course, because that's like also the default here. You know what? Maybe I can use this a little bit. Ooh. Excuse me. Oh, your friend has an animation channel. What kind of animations do they do? But maybe duplicate this actually. They do short animation. Oh, yeah, like what style, what genre. What's the vibe of their animations? If they were one of the 5 food groups, which would they be? I feel like that should be a question more people should ask, is if you were one of the 5 food groups, which would you be? He does funny shorts and his animation shorts are black and white. Okay. Oh, I mean, yeah, what's their name? Or, yeah. I definitely have to, like, check it out first before I would, like, say anything about trying to promote it. So, it's, you never be too careful on the internet. I'll just move this down here. Actually, let's do it like this. Animation, check it out. I'll be sure to check it out after the stream. So let's see. Now we're at the part of the stream where I actually do my work. Alright, this must be way down like here. Yeah, let's do it like this. How does that look? Wonky. Okay. Let's try this. Let's actually move this update back here, since their arm would be... Yeah, there we go. Okay, do I have a hand already made that's kind of close? No, I do not. Kind of. Oh, nuts. Why is it like that? That's a good question. Why is it like that? It's because the arm is switched and it doesn't have all the filtering nuts. Okay. Overlay is being revealed by the line art, and oh, that's why it's not there. Because when I switch this, it should be overlay. What's on what layer? This is line art. Nothing's an overlay. Color art is being cut. Okay. What's happening to color art? It's just not being rendered. So then I'll just cram a color art node right here. There we go. Back to Major Joe's Circus only having one season. Well, why is that? I mean, I'm perfectly fine with the Major Digital Circus. Because I don't want the show to drag out. Right, yeah, you want it to be like that perfect length where it's like, you know, there, you got everything you need. You know, you don't need anything more. I can definitely understand that, yeah. I feel like, though, you can do a lot with 2 seasons. Even. Like, if it's by design to only be 1 season, then I guess that's another thing. It's like, oh, okay. If they're planning around it doing that, then that is a lot better than if it drags out. What is a show that's like dragged out that they wanted to kind of end? I forget. I still wish they made more of Infinity Train, but Owen Dennis was expecting a lot out of Cartoon Network by thinking that they would like go ahead with making a whole movie and several more seasons. I feel like you should have planned around working with what you got. Okay, I mean, a second, read that. What's that say? Hate how the fans make the show so yeah, I'm not really up for. I think you've had enough of like talking bad of people for a while. What's something more positive that we can work with conversation? If I try this, does that affect that? Okay, it does that. Like. Owen Dennis making a manga show. Right, I forgot about that. He is making a manga show. I feel like if you're getting anyone to do a manga show, Owen Dennis is probably perfect for that. Oh, let me add another seed mark here. Because, like, I guess just what you did with Infinity Train, you could absolutely make some show like that that would be like a cartoonish thriller. If that's about my guess for it. I'm not so much a fan of like hack and slash type stuff, but I guess if it's more drama based, almost like a total drama ordeal. But I feel like you can absolutely make that show good, involving like whoever else is involved on it. I just don't really know. But yeah, I feel like also, right. I mean, the biggest gripe though that I have about how Infinity Train was treated is. Where are you ending the stream? Oh, wait, what? Who? What the heck? You can delete your own messages? I didn't know that. Huh. Kinda weird how you can do that, then I can't see it still. Oh, it was a glitch. What? Okay, I never really seen that, but also I'm not exactly like, yeah, I'm still kind of new to streaming. Let's see, already hitting the 2-hour mark, but I can keep going. So let's do this. For a minute. Is the short done yet? Right, yeah, I'll make like 30 more of them in the next 8 minutes. That's the speed it takes to animate. And this is still just blocking out the poses. I haven't even actually started animating it yet. I mean, technically I kind of have on the other side. Let's see. If I do that, then no, it would actually be more like this. Yeah, that's better. Oops. It's kind of better. It's almost there. Almost got it. I should just go like this when I'm doing this angle. Okay, yeah, that's not too bad. Oh, wait, move that up. And then again. Okay. Let's do like this here. Creator Gravity Falls wants to make a mini-series and a movie. Is that true? I'd have to look into that one. Don't you dare start bugging out my system. Oh, that was scary for a second. I was gonna do that thing again. Okay. And then what I can do now is go into, I think the overlay is defined as being over, yes. The light on here, right, but that's not gonna work, is it? No. But it doesn't need to work. And I can just kind of do this. What size is this? It's a 5, it needs to be 7. This one I just kind of cheated. I don't know what's about it by this now. Let's see, do this one and then this. Yeah, that can work. Okay. And then I can just kind of do like Yeah, sure, that works. Color PS. Yeah, that works. There we are. That works. Should read the new ambient books. Yeah, I'll get around to that. I think about here is where I'll... Oh, wait. Please do not tell me that that was actually just changed. Okay, that's something. Certainly something. So it turns out... Okay. So it turns out I was editing a already made drawing layer and then I forgot to duplicate it, but I got very lucky this time because it doesn't look bad in the other angles. So let me go over disable the boards. Yeah, that was kind of fine. Actually, it looks better. Oh no, what's it doing there? Oh, that's not good. Maybe better to just do that. Okay. Ever watch a Studio Ghibli film? I have definitely seen a couple of them. I just keep forgetting to get around to it. Let's see, this is about the 2-hour mark and I do gotta get food. So I think I'll cap off the stream here and I'll do some mining off camera. Yeah. I'd say this would be a good point. When is my next stream? I'm not too sure yet. I'm still testing the waters for around when I guess figuring out the time. It will be relatively noon. I'm testing between this and Twitch. So I guess you can just see like at noon if I am streaming. This seems like the most active time for people, probably like on a weekend. Ooh, let me do this. But yeah, I'm gonna see y'all next time. Hope y'all have a nice day and everyone. See ya.